It's time. Oh, you worn out? Hi. Hi, everybody. How are you? Um, Gidget is so tired because we went and saw Auntie and Uncle Reese at Colorado Animal Care Foundation. Y'all, let me tell you something. So they are the people that rescued Gidget from a breeder auction. Yes, she was up on the auction block because she was a breeder mama. Hi, Susie. Hi. So yes, they rescued her and she had like some medical condition, which by the way, she got a bath today. So she's super soft. Say yes. Yes, she's worn out. But yeah, they rescued her and yeah, we got her in 2018. So it was so fun to go see them. My friend Jessica Morgan, shout out to you, had donated all of this really great raw pet food that we had frozen. Oh, thank you, Sissy. I'm a little hot mess today. Oh, there's Erin's here. Say hi, Auntie Erin. Yes. Um, and so we took all this food out there from Colorado Pet Pantry and Aurora Animal Hospital. Yes, thank you so much. I am clean. I appreciate you. And oh my gosh, they have this beautiful property out in way out south of Denver. And we went and because they hadn't seen you since we rescued you. Yes. Y'all, you know what I didn't know? Here's another fun side effect of the pandemic. Besides, now we had hit 4 million nationwide. My gosh, a lot of the operations that we're working on, kind of shutting down and making sure that breeders weren't making money and kind of going out of business. Guess what happened? So, because remember how they were talking about all the shelters were empty and all these pets were adopted? Well, breeders decided they were just going to start overbreeding and then buying up dogs and reselling them thousands upon thousands. They jacked all the prices up because people were looking for dogs. So, folks, pretty please, with sugar on top, stop buying dogs. Stop going to breeders. I know you love some of them. I get it. I get it. I get it. I mean, they like that's my dilemma with Gidget is like, is everybody's like, oh, I love that Frenchie. I want a Frenchie. I'm like, oh, you need to adopt or rescue, right? Because that's what happened to you. You got knocked up to have baby Frenchies. Anywho, so what I would ask you, implore you, is if you do feel like you have to go to a breeder, first of all, don't tell me. And second of all, donate. Donate because they need all hello. They need all this money to keep their operations going. Anywho, that I just see I started off with a rant already. Who wants to bong breathe? And I haven't been here for so long. Will you comment so I can see you? By the way, booze free still. Well, not still. I did have some drinks. I had some drinks when I went to Illinois and maybe a few here or there. I went almost 90 days booze free. How you like me now? Hi, Jacqueline. How are you, love? How's your business? How's the artwork? How's the art world? How's your son? Do tell. Yeah, I went almost 90 days without booze. Hey, Alexandra, how are you? Nice to see you on here. And then I had drinks off and on, and now I'm back off the booze, but I'll be back on. Hi, V Pope. Poppy's here. She's down here. She got tired, Auntie V Pope. I'll pull her up here in a second. So, yeah, so that was my story. I'm sticking to it. That was interesting to go that long without booze. Oh, and booze free for 30 days today. Cheers to you, love. It's something, it is good for you. I do a lot of spiritual work, and so it helps me to stay grounded. Hi, Stacy. Stacy's here. I need to pull everybody's little comments up. I love all of her kitties. Oh, you're so sweet. Yes. So I have the combination of, yeah, going booze free. And then I got the bioidentical hormone replacement therapy. I just hit week 7. Here's my review so far. And I'm going to do a separate video on it. And that is Pellecome, Pellecome. Dude, they're amazing. So my biggest takeaway after 11 weeks, absolutely 0 hot flashes, 0 donut hole of 0 hot flashes. That's the first time in 5 years. Hey, me. Joel, what's happening? Y'all, Joel McDonald is here. Hi, Joel and Michelle. Um, Joel is just get out of town. Dude, I want to go to the Maldives so badly. You guys sign up here for the rants. I know you are, right? Did you see that I posted yesterday that you missed Four Seasons Landscaping's concert tickets? You could have had them. You could have had them. Bio ID is saving your life. There, you're saving your ass, your life. That's the same thing, right? Hot flash free. If y'all know me, I mean, look at what I had here by the menopause fan from Japan that my friend Faye had gotten me because the shit was real. So I will say that is a sleeping better and no hot flashes. Still working on the belly fat because I guess that's what happens when you're in your 50s, but I'm not saying I'm happy about it. Just saying. Yes. So yeah, libido, that's never had a problem. So that was TMI. But yeah, so Pelicom, I'm going to put their information in here. See if you can find somebody near you that's doing that because I will get the so I'm halfway through. I take the progesterone. I take all these really great. Look at I have a plate of them here. Supplements from Pelicom, pregnenolone, BeFit, MitoPure, I love that, DIM, and then DHEA. I have a whole post on that. So anyway, who's going to be 60 next month? You are? No, you're not. Um, just saying. I know what you're talking about. Who's going to be 60? Not you, Jackie. I thought you were younger than me. Anyway, listen, let's give a shout out. Drew, if you're there, you're going to appreciate this. Again, no booze. Really trying to cut back on the sugar. Look at this. This is filed under TFG, which is short for or acronym for this fucking guy or girl or THP or TFP, this fucking person. Because I just got an update from GoDaddy and it says, let's see if I can share screen. You'll get a kick out of this. Share screen. Okay, thank you. I'm going to share screen and I'm going to share this screen. Look at this. Okay. So GoDaddy says, domain status notification. Following domain changes happened between 21st and July 8th and July 9th. Domain expiration name has changed from July 27th, 2021 to July 27th, 2022 for the URL miavos.com. This motherfucker has been lurking and there's nothing there. There's nothing there. Just every year, this person decides, I don't know who Mia Voss is, but I'm going to sit on it. And they have been squatting on it for 8 years. As far as I know, that's how long I've been trying to get it. So here's to you, Mr. Whoever's sitting. And thank you for the notification, GoDaddy. I wish I had a little applause because how rude. All right. What else is going on? Hey, I launched another podcast episode today. Shit we don't talk about. It's something. It is my friend Chrissy. Now, I love Chrissy and I just fell out of touch with each other for about 7 years. And she saw that I interviewed another gal named Jenna Overbaugh, who I love. And we did a show about OCD and pregnancy and like post-pregnancy. It was very interesting. So Chrissy saw it and was like, hey, and we started talking and I said, you got to come on my show. So I will tell you that I've learned more about OCD. Drew right there, my podcast producer, Drew Linzolato, ladies and gentlemen, also the host of The Anxious Truth. And then he produces my podcast, helix-interactive.com. Go get yourself some if you want your own podcast, because listen, all I do is press record. Oh, and I choose the little clip that we use, the teaser, as we like to say. That's pretty much it. So I learned more about pure OCD, and which is like what's like pure obsessive, and then intrusive thoughts. So she did this really wonderful rant in the beginning, and it's on this small little clip of like, stop saying, oh, I wash my hands a lot, I must have OCD. The OCD community wants to punch you in the dick when you say that. And Yeah, or whatever body part you got going on there. So please go listen to it. It is there's a lot of language. There's a lot of I want to say triggering, and I put this warning on there to say like, hey, be warned. There may be some uh okay, I don't know what's going on there. Oh, thank you. But there may be some language that would be upsetting because there are some intrusive thoughts that people have that are upsetting. But then I thought, no, you need to put on your big panties, whatever kind of granny or grandpa panties those are, and listen to it. So, with that being said, mm. And then last week, Drew and I did a whole episode about the new normal for and re-entering after who's so sick of that phrase. You know what phrase I'm really sick of and I heard today? Smash that like button. No. I'm not going to. I'm not going to specifically because you told me to at this point. So, that dialogue, just stop it. Stop it. I know it was cute for a while, but stop saying it. Okay. That's just me. So listen, what else do I have? Let's bong breathe. Who needs it? Who's in? Thanks, Alexander. Yep, it's been a while since I got to go on a big fun rant. So let's see what so far. Yeah, Peloton bioidentical hormone replacement therapy. I have to have the blood test done in the next week, which I love. That means I'm going to find out what my hormone levels are. Man, if we did that more often, because you can get BHRT for men and women. Can you imagine if we all had that? People would just be banging it out, happy, laughing. Hot flash free. Mm-hmm. Everybody wants to bang it out. That's all I'm saying. So here's a funny story. You may have seen it in my stories. Yesterday, I went to I've been going to all these doctor's appointments. Yay me. Got a couple goofy things going on, but nothing that concerning. But I went to the skin doctor. I was like, oh, let me just see what's what with that because it's been a while. So they checked all my skin. Everything was great. They did deli slice. Remember that on Seinfeld when he had the deli slicer? And he was like, oh, I'll just take that mole off for you. So they did deli slice a couple of them. And so I made a new appointment. That's right. Self-care. Jacqueline, you got that right. I've bone density, skin, hoo-hoo, the whole, snatch-tastic, the whole works. Keeping up on it. But so I come out of the doctor. Everything's great. I make the appointment for next year. I get in my car. I turn on NPR because I'm that lady and get home. Doop-a-doop-boop. Pull in the garage of my new Lexus, by the way. New to me, 2006 Lexus IS 250. Yes, that is one of my favorites to say is snatch-tastic. Everybody should be. So I look in the passenger side and there is my gown that I was wearing, my medical gown, whatever you call it, the gown, patient gown. I'm like, what the fuck? So apparently I was just so out of it. I just like took it and like I had it under my arm. The girl was probably like, what is she doing at checkout? What's girlfriend got under her arm? Walk out, and you're just in a daze. And then I look down and I go, huh. Yeah. So sorry. What's it called? I can't remember. Anyway, sorry, doctor, that I stole your thing from. Has anybody done that? Like when you're just so in your little zone and you're like, how did I get home? And mine was, how did I get home with this gown? But at least here's the, find the gift. I didn't walk out with just the gown. So I got that going for me. Halloween costume. Thank you, Jackie. Jacqueline. That's awesome. That is awesome, honey. Yeah. Maybe I'll like have the little, the little pole, little tube coming from the back. Yikes. All right. Listen, I got something new today. Remember how I had the Sweet Ass Domination deck cards? Remember? Do you remember? That's what Earth, Wind, and Fire says. Do you remember? Hi, Deborah. Hi, love. How are you, honey? I owe you guys some messages. I'm doing okay. Here is the original Sweet Ass Domination deck by Rage Create. And my friend Heath he might be in the audience today. I'm going to interview him next week. He comes up with all these cards, right? And so we have a new deck. Sweet ass affirmation 2. More motivation for your creative maniac mind. And I will tell you, these mushrooms are on here for a reason. Yeah. Look at all this. Look at this fancy dream catcher. So I'm going to bong breathe. You're going to bong breathe with me. Oh, it's a new moon on Friday. Could not remember what was so important in my head to really let you know, but it's a new moon on Friday. New moon in Cancer. It's tonight at an approximately 33 minutes. Gotta love that number. At no, 9:16. So less than that. At I think 9:16 p.m., which is then 7:16, and that's Eastern, and 7:16 p.m. Mountain. So new moon, y'all. Make some, oh my God, make some new wishes, all kinds of stuff. If you just Google new moon in Cancer, you'll come up with all this information. Deborah's got, there she goes. See, look at this. This is why I have my friends. My friends, ladies and gentlemen. Who wants to do a retreat in Costa Rica? Yes, please. Yes, please, with a hard stop. Yes, right? I love a good moon. Yes, hello, Louisa from Deborah. And Deborah said she is on a walk with Lizzie and listening. Yay. Thanks, darling. You're 5 miles a day, which I find so amazing. So, yes. And so, what I love, even though this is a full moon, the first card we're going to pull, I'm just going to show it to you. With my attitude of gratitude, I light up the moon. Louisa, that's for you, babe. That's all Louisa. She loves her a good moon. Oh my gosh, isn't that beautiful? Let's read it real quick and then we'll bong breed. If you gaze at the stars, it may seem like darkness owns most of the sky. However, light exists everywhere, even in the space where it appears black. There just isn't any matter in that space to reflect the light for you to see. Gratitude is the same way. You may only see it when it reflects off an object, like your big-hearted friends, your sassy cat, or that last roll of toilet paper that grandma punched you for. If you have an attitude of gratitude all the time, moon will always be full. Mm, 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 mm. I think she does more than 5 miles a day, by the way. She is impressive, Louisa, just like you. Isn't that beautiful, though? Yay. Ooh, these cards have a nice heft to it. I love heft. And a feel. Ooh. All right. I'll put this over here and I'll post it. All right, bong breathe. Feet on the ground. Booty, booty, booty. Grounded. Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen. My mom and I were praying together the other day, and we pray to a lot. We pray to higher spirit, the universe, Jesus. We got the whole group in there. And so she started to pray the other day, and she goes, "Hey, everyone," or something like that. "Okay, everyone." And I was like, that is awesome. Mom just invokes everybody. All right, everybody. That's the way Marsha rolls. Okay, bong breathe. Breathe it in really deep, all the way into your belly, into into the taint, wherever you want it to go. Hold it. A little more. Hold it just like that. Let your shoulders down. And I love Heather McCormick Ramey of WHR Healing talks about this, of like, just when you let that out into the air, like you're just transmuting all this energy, or you're draining anything that doesn't serve you anymore, which the new moon is good for, into the ground, and then it transmutes into positive energy. I love that idea, because a lot of times when you want to do good, you feel like you have the opposite of bad, kind of like the moon with the dark and the light. We just talked about that. But really, it can be like shadow work. By the way, if you're not doing any shadow work, folks, get on that. I don't want to fall down the rabbit hole of that. India's here. Hello, darling. You can really do some good shadow work. So you're not looking at bright and happy. You're not in the toxic positivity, which, by the way, the new episode of Shit We Don't Talk About, the one about pure OCD and intrusive thoughts, she dives into that too. And Drew, of course, dives into it. And it's just... there's so much good things to be done when you're seeing all your different sides. So shadow work, also, just breathe that in. Darkness and light, darkness and light. One more bong breath. We're going to pull some more cards. Here we go. Breathe that in. A little bit more for Santa Claus. Holding it. Ah. And that was a Cheech and Chong reference I just snuck in there. A little bit more of a Santa Claus. Those of you who are old enough will know what I just said. And I am doing cards, India. Yes, I am. So, is your mom going live still? Yay. India and her mom is Jadana Dingus. This is India Dingus. And I always ask if I'm saying that right. They have Margot and Max, which is this wonderful, high-end, beautiful consignment store. She puts all the clothes on this sized out the mannequins. So you know exactly, like, this is a size 10 mannequin. This is a size 12. So you know exactly what that dress is. You got to go over and check them out. India, will you post a link to it? Look how cute this is. I love it. Yeah, own that all. The dark and the light, they're all divine. It's balance, y'all. It's balance. Patriarchy wants you to not think about that. And there's a lot of women that buy into patriarchy. Say, for instance, the gal from Tennessee who's trying to argue with Taylor Swift about socialism, which, you know what I love is like, you know what? The thing you're fighting against and saying that socialism means that you're not going to be able to sing and do what you want. Well, she's a very conservative Christian. FYI, conservative Christians are really big into condemnation and rules and holding everybody down. So please stop yourself, lady from Tennessee. I don't even know her name. I don't want to know her name. Mini rant. All right. I'm willing to let my life explode with greatness. Man, these cards are so beautiful, aren't they? Yay, look at that. If you have unlimited potential to attract all the goodies you've ever dreamed of into your life. The opportunity is so big, it's scary. Our powers are beyond our comprehension, so we create securities, blocks, obstacles to give us a greater sense of control. Every limitation you experience is there because you allow it to exist. There is comfort in not pushing yourself to be all you can. Boy, everybody needs to hear that. Everything you've ever wanted also wants you. Oh, that's going to make me cry. Will you allow a meeting of the magic? Let me read that again. Everything you've ever wanted also wants you. Boop. Boop. As our friend Sarah Seidelman always asks, how good are you willing to let it get? Let's breathe that one in, folks. How good are you willing to let it get? Breathe that in. Look at my lips below the card. Yeah, look at the little rabbit. That's why I call it bong breathing, because it sounds like I just did a big bong hit. Yes. What's up, Jason Jones? How goes it, my friend? Good to see you on here. He's local. He cooks like a crazy man. He does. Tell you what, man. Y'all, I'm going to post that one. I'm going to put it off to the side here. Here's one with a swear word. Shocker. You're going to love that one. You ready? I'm not even shuffling them because they're so new that we haven't seen them all. Yeah, for reals, babe. Right? Y'all, look at the archer. I'm fucking made for this. Say it to yourself. Say it to yourself. God, that's gorgeous. Man, they did so great with these cards. You were made specifically for these times. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. Here's some truth. Your mission is to help interpret the messages Earth sends us so we can move towards ultimate community, peace, love, truth, and constructive creativity. I wonder what that means. Constructive creativity. Maybe creativity that actually means something. We cannot do that if we deny our magic, our powers, and our miracles. Today, if you see you can make peace with yourself and shift your mind, shift your mind away from fear and disease and into love and acceptance. Today, I read that wrong. Today, see if you can make peace with yourself and shift your mind away from fear and disease and into love and acceptance. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love you until you cry or laugh. You are loved. You are protected. You are perfect just as you are. You are fucking made for this. You hear that? Man, these are good. Woo! Let me have a drink. Drinking my little, I don't know what this is called. It's like little energy drink, but low sugar. Still no booze, man. Yeah, I did get boozy when I went home. but not even that boozy. I went to the wedding, which was so fabulous. My little niece and my mom made a quilt for them. It was very cute. I love going back to the Midwest, folks. Let me tell you something. Ooh, the flatness. Oh, the soil, the humidity, the bugs, the lightning bugs. It was good. India's back. She said her phone was being slow. You would love the card I just pulled. So I'm going to post the links to it. I'm going to do like one or two more. Then I'm going to get you up here. And then I'm going to get out of here because I want to go sit on my post-pandemic patio, right? I was like, what is that under my arm? It's my chair. I want to talk about a few books that I've been reading. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. My mind is King Kong strong, and I am even stronger. Dude, man, Heath, you put the hurt on these cards. They're amazing. Look at that. Love that graphic. You know what helps in every situation? The ability to be King Kong strong within your thoughts. Strengthening your mind leads to humility, patience, self-confidence, courage, honesty, focus, flexibility, awareness, gratitude, and the ability to beat resistance and fear gremlins to a pulp. When you create habits to strengthen your mind, meditative, creative expression, relaxation, and self-love, Jacqueline, you were talking about that, you strengthen the rest of your life too. Relationships, projects, career, sexy time. It's all about sexy time tonight. When you understand that you are also stronger than your mind follows suit and levels up to superhero status. That cape looks hella fresh on you. Let me be clear about these cards, even with I'm reading them. These are not toxic positivity cards. There's things that go with this. These are just fun little reminders of the shit that you can do, right? Creative expression. Exactly. India. That's right. I love the honesty of these cards. I really do. So we have one more. And then, I want to talk about some books that I'm reading. Hold, please. Watch my shoulder. Oh, shit. All right. Indy, I was telling you about this gal, Arlen Hamilton. It's about damn time. If you haven't read her, she's amazing. How to turn being underestimated into your greatest advantage. So, forwards written by Stacey Abrams, Mark Cuban, Jamila Jamil. I mean, for real. So she went from literally food stamps to now she's the Black gay woman who broke into the boys club of Silicon Valley, comes and she has an empowering guide to finding your voice, working your way into any room you want to be in and achieving your dreams. Indeed, you have to get this book because it's actually super, super practical as far as what you can do to get attention when you're trying to pitch, because she literally is self-taught in the venture capital world and got her way into that. Starts with Janet Jackson. I'll just say that. It's so good. It's so good. I love how she has a lot of serendipity in her life that she was able to recognize, but then also just some hard ass work to figuring out stuff that, quite frankly, a lot of times we just relegate to the white male patriarchy. Yeah, I said relegate. I did. And don't get your butthole in a wad about when I say white male patriarchy. If it's in a wad, probably deserves to be if you're getting triggered by that. I said butthole. I'm so effing excited right now. Ready? Boop. Yep. Miss Jackson, if you nasty. Mm-hmm. Thank you for that. Oh, Janet Jackson, let's just give a minute to talk about how much she needs to be celebrated at high off the chart levels for the rest of her life for what she went through after she got thrown under the bus with Nipplegate by Les Moonves. You know, he can eat a dick. Sorry. Ugh, he makes me so mad. And quite frankly, I'm not even drinking. Justin Timberlake, y'all, she got railroaded and she's coming back like, what? Oh, I'm still here. Oh, golly. I love her so much. Okay. The experience of life isn't about achieving distant desires in relation to the future, chasing a bucket list, or thinking there are things. I love the quotes that you'd better go do before you die is not a solution. When you focus on attempts to achieve special experiences, you miss the actual experience of living. The key is in loving the little things as much as the big ones. The big ones, that's what she said. Real happiness is being able to bring the same excitement, love, and compassion to the dinner table every night as you can. Let's see. Let me do it again. Real happiness is being able to bring the exact same excitement, love, and compassion to the dinner table every night as you can to your next vacation. Oh, I love that. How fucking excited are you to take that next sip of water? By the way, I do believe that Louisa said up here somewhere. Did she say? That's what she said. Thank you for recognizing Louisa. Louisa and I had such a great conversation this week. I love checking in just randomly with Louisa. We were talking about Sha'Carri Richardson, and she had some good posts from every side. All I know is that I know that the higher powers and spirits are going to elevate this woman. I'm also low grade fascinated with the Tabitha Brown / Wendy Williams incident this week. I can't get over how much I love how that worked out. Deborah says, I find general misogyny works to hush those who don't like patriarchy because the boys and girls participate in it. Yes. Yep. Yeah. I like that. I'm probably still going to say patriarchy, but I like that alternate too. I find, yeah, misogyny, because that's kind of what it is. And they do participate in it too. See the senator from Tennessee who voted against voter rights, also equal pay. Yeah. This bitch here. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, you love Louisa's post too. Tabitha Brown is a legend. Quoting me, I like heft. Thank you, Sissy. Jacqueline says she saw Janet 3 years ago. I can't imagine what that was like. And I do love, by the way, the correlation between Arlen Hamilton. There's a correlation between, obviously, like I said, between her and Janet Jackson. And go take a look at that. You'll be so amazed. We did have a beautiful conversation. I love you too. That was very, yeah, it was just good to share. But yes, Sha'Carri Richardson, she's going to overcome. I think what's happening here is that women in particular are just decided we're just not going to apologize because overperforming, performative action, trying to do our best to hit a level, it's just not happening because they're always going to find something. And specifically with Black and brown women, and trans men, Black trans men, there's always going to be these rules that hold us down. And so I love the freedom of being like, you're going to come at me anyway, so I'm going to do what I do. Now, I know that she feels badly as far as the outcome of that, but I think what happened specifically with Sha'Carri Richardson is going to change a lot. And I saw today on Twitter that the U.S. is already starting to really look at trying to take the cannabis, because I don't want to say marijuana. That is not a good word to use, by the way. Take the cannabis stigma and get that regulated in the sports world. Wouldn't that be amazing? Next, we just need to make sure that everybody can make money on cannabis, because the top of the food chain white guys are still making all the top dollar in the cannabis world. I said what I said. She is about to change the Olympic world. Punishment versus consequences. That's right. There's so much happening right now. She introduced all of her dancers one by one. Love it. I love it. So much change going on. I think that when you really start looking into everything, I mean, you see, you start adding everything up. You in the same week you have Sha'Carri Richardson, another woman, and I apologize that I don't remember her name. So if somebody does, please shout it out. Who I believe was a runner. She had this lovely picture of her with her cesarean scar, and I believe that she had also been discriminated against after giving birth. We have, of course, Serena Williams that almost died giving birth. So we have all these things that for women are coming up. I'm all over the place a little bit. We also had the swimming cap incident of that they had swimming caps specifically for Black women, and they're like, no, that doesn't fit because something about the shape of the head. It adds up. It adds up, and we don't want to be in this like, oh, I'm so suspicious of everything. But you got to pay attention. You got to pay attention, but still keep your heart pure so you can do the work that you need to do, but not fall down the world sucks rabbit hole. And I have to say, in talking with our sweet, sweet friends at Colorado Animal Care Foundation, when they were talking about how people were just using the pandemic to make so much money on these poor dogs, I was like, people fucking suck sometimes. They do. It adds up. It fills me with rage. That's right. Jacqueline, ending my RV tomorrow. I'm donating, 50 cells to support Sunrise. What's support Sunrise? I need to hear about that. Thank you, sweetheart, for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It adds up. Keep vigilant. I cannot say enough how much it is to apply grace to people. I think that Tabitha Brown did that. But let me read you this. And I read this to Louisa, and I saw this the other day, and it really went well, because I'll tell you what, if I'm able to behave as Tabitha Brown did in the way that she reacted, y'all better check a pulse, because it'll be amazing for me to act that gracious in the face of trolls. I pray to tiny baby Jesus and whoever, that giant cross along the side of the road that I posted, all of that. I pray that I can be that cool. In the meantime, I have friends that are, but this is what, by the way, I posted this picture. This is Natalia. By the way, she's so beautiful and amazing. And that's her smooching up on Gidget. And Rob he was so happy to see his Gidget again, because he loved his Gidget. Those are her rescuers. Okay, here's what they said. And this was really good, so get ready for it. Before Wendy Williams, somebody randomly posted this, by the way. Before the Wendy Williams incident, I honestly had no clue who Tabitha Brown was. And if you don't know what the situation is, if somebody could post a link, or I will as well. But before this incident, I honestly had no clue who Tabitha Brown was. I'd been following her because I just couldn't get over how lovely her face is when she speaks. Like, she lights up. Now that Wendy spoke negatively about Tabitha on her show, and Tabitha responded in such a tremendous way, myself and the whole world now knows who Tabitha is. Lesson: sometimes God, higher power, will allow the opposition that you face to be the very thing that causes your elevation. Slow blink on that one. The determining factor is how you respond to the opposition. Don't lose yourself in negativity. God really will make your enemy your footstool. Okay. Make him a footstool. Yeah, India, did you see that? I mean, I couldn't. It's amazing. And Louisa and I went on and on about that because we just couldn't get over. Remember this. Sometimes God or higher power will allow the opposition that you face to be the very thing that causes your elevation. All right, keep that in mind, folks, because again, but if we stay grounded, and Indy and I were talking about this today, if we stay grounded, we will be able to discern. By the way, the closest case besides Tabitha Brown and Wendy Williams that I have of that is this, which is India and her mom, who had the racist, janky guy next door hang a KKK flag in his window. And God used that terrible message to elevate them to being able to speak out about what's happening and not get it swept under the rug. It's still pending, but it has gotten so much attention around the world, by the way. And India, feel free to post that link, because it's really changed things in her neighborhood, in her town, and people are noticing. Like, you can't not be aware of things just because they don't affect you. That's not the way it works. I saw a lovely quote today too, and I've really been paying attention to this tragedy that's coming out of Canada as well, that also exists in the US, of what's going on with the institutionalized schools and how many kids never came back from them. What the actual fresh hell of fuck was that about? I remember going to Nova Scotia, and I was like, I know you guys don't talk about this too much, but I think you did some shitty shit to your native folks too, right? Meaning, like, original folks, indigenous people. And so I think it's just interesting to pay attention to this. I just lost my train of thought. Um, but yeah, I've really been paying attention to that as well. Like, yeah, bringing this attention to things. Yes, India, she said she got a card. They got a card from the Netherlands the other day, and it was an international story. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Paying attention to this. Speaking up. Oh, that was a quote. Sorry. They said that the indigenous people, they think in terms of what am I obligated to? What are my obligations on this earth? Not what are my rights? What am I owed? When you show up in this world, you think, what are my obligations? To care for animals, to care for the land, to care for yourself, to care for your family, right? Think of that in terms of not like, that's my right. That's my God given right. Fuck that. Jesus never said that shit. Sorry, Lord, about that swearing. But you made me. Canadians all need to be held accountable as well as Americans. Yes, yes, yes. We do. We do. We stole some shit. And that was what was interesting about the 4th of July is looking at the Constitution. Literally, there's a part in that that's like, yeah, except for those savages, because they're it's literally written into the Constitution talking about these savages that need saving. Like, FOH with that. No, you know better. Oh my God. And then real quick, I mean it. I'm going to go. I love these sheep shearing ladies on Instagram. They are called Right Something Shearing. Oh my God. I'm low grade obsessed with watching them shear sheep. If you don't know who they are, um, hold on. They are called Right Choice Shearing. Go follow them immediately. Right Choice Shearing. Oh my God, it's two women. They're married. They go to these different farms and they shear. This llama hadn't been sheared in 6 years. So and they got them all. Look at that. Look at that. How cute. Anyway, they did a quote about this. It wasn't llama. What was it? It was a goat, and that these animals had actually they'd almost been extinct because they were Cherokee, and that's another thing that the American soldiers did. They showed up. Not only did they kill all the buffalo, but they killed their livestock. They killed these wonderful wool. What is it? What do you call lamb? Right? Thank you. Good God. That they had bred to make this wonderful wool, and all the American soldiers killed them. I cannot. Lesbian sheep shearing. That is right. You damn right need to be upset. I love them so much. Bye, Jacqueline. I love you so much. Yeah, please update me. Thank you, honey. You are magical as well. Oh, thank you for saying that. Love you, sweetie. And then post a link to your fundraiser with your artwork. That would be lovely. Anyway, go follow these guys. Go follow Right Choice Sheep Shearing. Go follow or go check out Shit We Don't Talk About. My guest was Chrissy Hodges, and we talked about OCD. And I mean, we got into the weeds, into some really interesting stuff that you actually need to know, because intrusive thoughts are sneaky and you think it's actually part of your head. So get in the know about that. Oh, there she goes, jbarts.net. That's awesome. All right, please post all of your links. Please share this out if you feel like it. That would be fun. You go follow helixinteractive.com. Who else do I want to shout out? I think they're doing a giveaway for Rage Create, and they're doing a Kickstarter program and launching this next week. So there's going to be all different kind of ways, because these actually you can't actually buy yet. I got these fancy delivered to my house because I'm fancy that way. Oh, my Forerunners for sale, Denver folks. I'm going to do a post on it. You could want it because she was very loved. Gigi, thank you. Gigi, the PR extraordinaire woman. She's doing amazing things in the PR world. Her clients en fuego. That's it. Hold on. What?
It's doing a giveaway of our hot topical.
Oh, Phytorite is doing a giveaway of their hot topical. What's your hot topical?
That's the Myoderm 2,400 milligrams.
What?
Yeah, for free with purchases over 125.
And that's a topical, right? You said? Yeah. Okay, so we'll post a link to that. Thank you. Okay, she gives me the smoochie. Gidja is tired because she's been seeing all the peoples, and she did so well with Auntie and Uncle Reese. You did because they saved you from the auction block. They did this. You would have still been getting knocked up and not doing your she did a little stair stomp pop for him. Oh, and they have kitties and puppies right now. I'll post a link. If you guys could go and donate to them, that would make me very happy. On that note, look at these teepees. Look at these teepees. Oh, honey. Honey. Exactly. All right. We're going to go. Love you guys. I will see you. Maybe. Oh, I'm going to Crestone. I'm going with myself to Crestone at the Airbnb. Oh, I can't even wait. Cannot even wait. On that note, we're going to get out of here.